Okay, lads, I'm back. Nothing to worry about. Just these two nodes should not be connected. We should connect this to that. It was a simple mistake. Oh, we are setting the previous location here. Why are we doing that in here? Because this is where we were. This is where we were before. All right. This sounds strange to do that, to do this like that. Actually, not. We're trying to add a new tile from our previous location. Then if we found, I'm going to write that. We're trying to find to add a new tile from our previous location. And if we manage to, uh, our new tile is now our previous location. All right, like this. And then what are we doing once we're finished? We are actually finding a random next location to connect our end tile. So this is creating our create end tile. Actually, it's not about create start tile and creating end tile. It's not about this. It's about add start tile to layouts, add end tile to layouts. So this basically leads us to putting this in the layout folder. Looks like it actually. Add tile to layout, set connection enables, connect tiles, find random next location, get tile class. This is maybe not, oh, get previous location. Add end tile to layout. Yep. From location. Like this. And we might be actually be using our newly created function, add tile to layout, which actually takes our starting location. We want an end tile, and we want, oh no, not this one, the one we just created, returning boolean in our generate tile layout function. Add new tile to layout. This is the same name than our newly created function, so I'm kind of lost. I add tile to layout and add new tile to layout. So, and is the one is calling the other, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So this is not going to be called add tile to layout. This is going to be called, actually we're just going to control, are we calling this elsewhere? Add new tile to layout. Yep, we are here. Generate tile, generate additional tile layout. We are calling this in here. So we might need that function. So we are going to keep it, but we are going to try to call the other, this one, to try add tile to layout, because it's trying to add a new tile to the layout actually, and it's returning something if it failed. So in here we try to add an end tile to the layout from that location, and we are connecting the two tiles with each other. So that's what we can replace. So we are going to replace that. We're going to delete that. We're going to do this. Once we're finished, we're getting our previous location. Then we try to randomly add our end tile. And I'm not sure why I'm not doing this in here either, because we don't want to connect them at that time. We want to let the level do that. So we are not calling that. What am I saying? I'm saying that about the start tile. Why are we not calling this? Because this is connecting, this is automatically connecting both the two tiles we are specifying with each other, and we actually don't want to connect the start tile to the first tile we created, because we actually did not create the first tile at that moment, and the level, this loop is taking care of connecting the start tile and the first tile with each other. So we just want to add our start tile to the layout. Then we want to randomly add our end tile to the layout, and we want to make sure we did not break anything. Once again, so our end tile is here. We should have a snake like this, a lot of connection. It's I'm not sure if it's actually connecting additional tile with each other or if it's not. We might have a problem with this. Generate additional tile layout. It's not about this, it's about generating extra connections. We are finding out, yep, we are also filtering in here if the tiles are not connected and if they are generic tile, and we want to make sure in here we do the same check then here. So it's not beautiful. We might need to connect that. So if this type is additional tile, and we also activated the fact that we connect the additional tiles. If they are spawning next to each other, additional tiles should be connected with each other. I'm going to let it here, and we're going to see that afterwards. So we're generating the level, we're generating the tile layout, we did this and that. So then we spawned our tile layout. Yep, it's beautiful. We generated extra connection. This is not beautiful. This is where I just were. This is where I was. We might take a look at the other one first. Generate additional tile layouts, because in here we're trying to add a tile to the layouts. We actually don't need anything else in here, so we're just going to do that real quick. Randomizing our tiles to plug our additional tiles randomly. Actually, if we will be looping like this, each time we loop, we make sure our found location checker is reset. Then we find we get each generic tile in the level. Then we get each tile around this. Excuse me. We get each generic tile in the level, then we get each tile around this, and we check if these tiles are used. If these tiles are not used, we are generating an additional tile here, and we remove the generic tile. We added this newly created additional. We added a tile 2 from the pool of tiles we can create. We can plug the rest of the additional tiles too, like this. Alright, we're fine with that. Generate additional tile layout, generate replacement tile layout. We're making sure we actually have replacement tiles. If we do so, we check every generic tile in the layouts. If their direction match replacement tiles, we're replacing them with each other. Alright, like this. Then get tile class. This is going to be pretty straightforward. Find random next location. This is quite messy. We're going to keep that for another one. Another cleaning video. Connect tiles, pretty straightforward as well. Add tile to layout, straightforward as well. Clean. Get tile location, clean. Right, clean. Rather clean with some comments. Could benefit from a bit of commenting, but we're fine. This is fine. Our utility function should always be quite straightforward. So this is fine, and this is not fine. We want this to be north. Okay, we are compiling. And we didn't create any other metrics. I lied. I'm sorry. I'm going to think real quick about which metrics we can quickly create for the end of that video. What can I think about real quick? I think that is going to wrap up that video because it is quite long already. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, despite the fact that cleaning is boring. It's actually a nice thing to do, and we're always happy about reading this, and it might also help you understand better what's going on in the level generator. We'll probably be cleaning the 2 or 3 remaining functions in another video, but we're keeping that for another time. So hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.